Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Okay. And all right. Good morning, Arlene. How are you? Well, good afternoon to you. Sorry I'm a little late. I got up a little late and I had to eat something so I could take my meds. Otherwise, my stomach is weird all day. All righty. Hello, Miss Candy. How are you, my darling? How are you? How are you doing? How's everything in your world? Get my meds here. Hey, hey, hey. I've written 2 of those and we'll be bouncing off the walls. Okay. So let's look at where we're at. Put it down there. Okay. Okay. I have no idea why that's there. All right. We got template, paper. I've lost the book. That's no joke. Maybe it's under here. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's not a joke. I lost the book. This is what I get for cleaning stuff up yesterday. That's not fun. Surgery's no fun. does one lose a book? I'm sure I put it someplace safe. Well, the only place it can be is under my desk. Let me look.
What are you doing?
I lost my book.
You lost your book.
Yeah,
What book?
the one I'm working on.
Did it fall behind or something?
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Good luck.
Thanks.
Come on, interrupt that. Come on.
Oh, it's not under the desk. Hold on, I'll be right back. There's one place I haven't looked. Nope, it's not there either. All right, so no idea. Unbelievable. Oh, wait, I found it. Found it. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh. I started to think they did. I tried asking Harry. He didn't tell me. Hey, Steph, what's up? Miss Mary, hello. Oh, all right, we found it. All right, so let's catch up where we're at. We built a book. It finally dried. So we have a book cover, Tyvek, chipboard. We made our template. We've got a couple of signatures. I ordered my printing and got all of this stuff, and I spent the better part of yesterday cutting those pieces out. And then we also picked some stuff, some little bits of ephemera and things that we think might work. I have one of my Tinkerbell die cuts. We have a set of stickers that I got specifically for this journal. So I have a lot of cards. We have some hag tags, and we picked out some washi tape. I have yet to find any more green glitter. That's all I have. So we may or may not use it. And we do have some other stickers. And let me put this off to the side. Right here in plain sight where I can see it. And of course, we have our cover fabric, which I measured. The book is 13 by 9, so this is 15 by 11. And we need to do the inside piece. And I found this, and I thought it worked nicely. So this, I'm going to make the inside. It just picks up a little bit of green in her dress and stuff. So I thought I'd use this for the inside. So I have this piece, which is our outside piece, which I've made into book cloth. I just have to trim it down. And we're going to make this piece into some book cloth. So we're going to do some measuring. Get a pen and a big ruler. Oh, that's where I used to find my ex-husband's keys and wallet all the time. All right, so this is 13 inches across. So I'm going to start with a piece that's 12. That way I only have like a half an inch on each side to cover, So we're going to go 12 by 8. So we're going to go 12 by 8. So I'm going to cut this piece down to 12 by 8. So let's see how wide it is. All right, so it's about 13 3/4 across. So I'm just going to cut about 8 this way. Roughly. Let me get a rotary out here. Okay, so that's 8. Put this away. I did. All right, and then we want to cut this down. To 12. So Let's do that one more time. Always measure twice, cut once, right? Okay, that's 8. So I'm going to go like a 1/4 of an inch larger than I think I need. Okay. So this should go inside. I am going to trim this off. It's got a little bit of a furry edge. Okay. So now, oh no, Mary. Hey, Jen. Making sure I didn't miss anybody. And this is really big, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball this for the moment. And then, we'll cut it down once we get a more manageable piece here. Okay. All right, cannot stress this enough. Make sure when you do your heat bond that you get the light, that you're getting the purple one and not the red one. Because if you get the red one, yeah, no bueno, okay? It's no good. All right. So I'm going to get this on here. And then I'm going to use my rotary tool to trim this down. All right, we got rid of the bulk. And this is why I added a 1/4 of an inch to the fabric. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to plug in my iron. Now this is cotton. It's broadcloth. So I'm going to set my iron on cotton. So we can do this. Now we'll wait for that to happen. Muscle spasms in my back and neck. That hurts. Steffi, did I say hi to you? If not, I apologize. Hello, darling. So heat and bond can be found in every single fabric and craft store in the U.S. And what it is it's an applique adhesive. Okay. So once I get this on here, and we get it all pressed down. I do not like this side. No, I do not. We're going to trim this just a little bit more here because I don't like that. It's Pellon product, I believe. It's made in the USA, heat bond, doesn't say. There is another product that specifically is called Pellon that you can use for this as well, but you want to make sure you get the light. Now, I'm going to take this over to the ironing board, and I'm going to iron it on the paper side, okay? So give me just a second to get this down, and then we'll get this pressed, and I will show you what this does. All right. Here we go. It takes a few minutes to adhere, but okay. So the heat and bond has two sides. One is paper, very flat, and the other side is shiny. It's the shiny side that you want to put towards the fabric. And then you iron it on. And then you peel the two pieces apart. And the shiny stuff is on the fabric. Okay? And then you want to turn this into paper. So you get a piece of tissue paper, which again is shiny on one side and flat on the other. And you want to put the shiny side up on your board. Here, let me make the sandwich over here so you guys can see. So you would put the shiny side up, and then you want to put the shiny side down on top. And then you're going to press this on the paper side, okay? So on this part. So what I do is I press the tissue paper first. Just a little bit. Because I want to get the folds out. Then I put it on top of my fabric. The whole thing goes to the ironing board. I'm going to show you this in mid-process. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. No, the Wonder Under works really well. So you can see there's a difference here. See, this is darker. This is adhered. This is not. Okay? So that's how you know when it's adhered. You know, I've used the Wonder Under. The only reason that I have so much heat and bond right now is because I went to Walmart and they had mispriced it. It was like 89 cents a yard. So I bought the whole thing. And now I have tissue paper that's adhered to the fabric, and I have paper, basically. I've made paper. I've made some paper. Yeah, you should see this. Like, I've had this for like a year and a half. And there's like huge amounts in here. Somebody priced it wrong. What can I say? I wasn't going to argue with them. Okay, so now you can tear this off. You can cut it off, whatever you want to do. I'm going to cut it off. Let me get the big scissors. Get this out of the way. Get this one cut over here. Now, obviously, you don't really have to do this if you don't want to. The reason that I do it is because this way, when I put the glue on the fabric, on this, the glue doesn't leak through the fabric because it's got that barrier. So, like sometimes, if you glue down fabric, you kind of get that glue where it's like chunky and hard. This gets rid of that. So that's why I do this. So when you buy a book cloth from me, and sometimes when I don't sell fat quarters, sometimes I sell book cloth. And that means I've done this process for you. So if you see me selling book cloth, you see book cloth in my shop, I've done this process already. I may not have cleaned off all of the tissue paper because I'll use the tissue paper to fold the fabric up to protect it. But this is what you'll get. You'll get book cloth, okay? All right, so let's take a look and see how that fits. See, nice 1/2 inch all the way around. So when we put our book cloth on and we fold it in, it's going to look fantastic. Yeah, I was meant to have all of that. When I got it to was when I was doing the Tim Holtz book cloths. So I needed a lot. And I just sat here with the Tim Holtz fabric and I literally just like rolled it off my ironing board. I had the roll on the floor on one side and the fabric on the other. And I just made like huge pieces. All right, I'm going to cut this one out. Because this is my outside cover and that's my inside cover. Whew. Okay. All right. So let's take a look. It's gonna be awesome. I want to turn this over because if I did this right, yep, TINK right in the middle. And a TINK in the middle over there. Fantastic. Okay. Now I am going to cut a little bit of this off at the bottom because I just think it's way too long. I like it. Okay, I'm good. So we're going to have this. And then the green. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Ugh. All right. So now when I do this, I see that I can see through here. So I am going to put lace on here, but I don't necessarily want to see this. So one of the things that I do, and I check both sides. Okay. Like this side, I don't see anything. So it's okay. But this side, I'm going to see this. So what I do is I just get a little bit of paint that's in the right color. And these are those little details, you know. And this will slow us down for a second, but that's okay. It only takes a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint the inside of this cover green. All right. And I don't really have to go all the way to the edge, but we're just going to get the inside here. So I have some green paint. And let's see if I have a reasonable sized brush nearby. I always do. Okay. So the green that I pulled, and it doesn't matter what green it is, you know. The green that I pulled is called Lush Foliage. And you can see this does not match this in any way. Okay. But it doesn't matter. Whew. So I'm just going to put some on here. And I'm just going to get a rough coat on just by using a card or something just to get this on. And then I'm just going to let that sit for a second and dry. And then I'll put a second coat on. Okay. And the brush at this point is to get the bulk of the paint out of the crease there. And then I'll dry that real quick. We'll put a second coat. We'll just let it dry. Yeah, I love cutting fabric. There's something about cutting it. Go. Okay. All right. I think it's quasi dry. So. So add a second coat. brush. I just don't want it to gook up in the center pieces there of the spine, because that will hinder folding. We don't want that. And since this is inside, it doesn't have to be perfect, you know? All we're trying to do is just get it so you can't see this through the fabric. Much better. Okay. All right, I'm going to go clean these off. I'll be right back. All right, we're going to set this off to the side for a few minutes, let it dry. All right, so I did order some paper from Echo Park. And what I ordered was Escaping Neverland or Journey to Neverland, something like that. And I expect that to be here tomorrow. Let me put my heat bond away. Waste not, want not. That's enough to do another book, so I always save those pieces. Actually, I save them all because, you know, I do sew. And if I need to do an applique, even the smallest piece will sometimes be the right piece. So yesterday, Amy and I went out. I had to go pick up some stuff. It was one of those days, you know. I was frustrated because yesterday, nothing in the live seemed to work, you know. Didn't work. And so I was a little frustrated. So I said, I had to go and pick up the printing, and I had to go to the pharmacy and pick up some medication. And so I was walking by, and Amy had gotten up. She was standing there by her door. She's like, "Where are you going?" I said, "Well, I'm going to go to the pharmacy. I'm going to go to the printer. Did you get something at the printer that you need me to pick up for you?" And she's like, "No, I didn't order anything." I said, "All right." And then I'm going to go to Savers before I come home. She's like, "Okay." And she goes, "I'll go with you." I said, "All right." So I waited. She got dressed, got her shoes on, and we walked out the door. So we picked up the meds. We went to Savers. When we went to Savers, what I was looking for was like a Peter Pan book. Couldn't find one anywhere. But I did find this, Disney's Fairies, The Hidden World of Fairies. And it's nice, heavy, you know, cardstock. And it's got some really cool stuff in it that I thought we could use in our Peter Pan Tinkerbell book. Ready? Right? So I thought this, you know, some of this could be incredible that we could use. So I grabbed a bunch of it. Dictionary of Animal Languages. This is like a whole little booklet. You know, so I thought maybe we could take this out and put it in our book and it would be cool. So I found this and I grabbed it because it was too stinking cute. Look at this. It's like all embossed. It's really cool. Then there's like this little cabinet that I thought was cute. Look. And it had these. Let me get these out. They're little fairy cards. And I thought those are stinking adorable. And this thing, watch this. Get it right. There we go. Look. It's a little decoder thingy. And a little sock. How cute is the sock, right? And this is a star map, which I thought was cute. And this, ready? I love this. Ooh. There's a fairy on there. And it's just, it's just stinking cute. And I thought maybe we could, use something out of this. So we got this, and I was kind of heading for home. I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm heading for home. And we go right by my outlet store. And I was like, I would stop there, but they're probably like moving everything around right now to put out stuff for Christmas. So I'm not going to do that because that place is like a disaster when they change things. And all of a sudden, my scavenger senses began to tingle. And I said, Goodwill. So I turned and I went into that shopping center anyway. We parked and we went in. And there were no books. Normally, I drop Amy off at the books up front, and I go and do what I do. And there were no books. There was like, if you were lucky, there's 2 big shelves that are double-sided, and they're about 10 feet long, 12 feet long. And then there's like a wall section. And if you were lucky, there were 50 books on the whole thing, maybe 60. No books. So Amy's like, well, I guess I'll go with you. I said, okay. And we walked away, and I did find a couple of little books for her that she's been looking for. So it wasn't a total loss. And then, so we walked away and we went back to where, they have the office supplies and stuff. And I see this bag. And this is what I see. And so I just picked it up. I don't even look at it. I just pick it up and I put it in my basket. And it wasn't until later that I realized the price on it. And I was like, fantastic. Oh my God. And so I bought these and a couple of other things. And we came home and I opened it up and I told Tina what I found. And she's like, need C. So I called Tina and put her on the overhead cam and showed them to her. And she's like, I don't have that one. Nope. Yeah. Oh, well, I have that one. No, I don't have that one. Most of them she doesn't have. And if you know Tina, she loves those things. So I guess I will be selling some of those to Tina. She's lurking right now going, I get them. So I did find this and I thought, this is going to be pretty cool. It is very hard to find anything Peter Pan. Everything is taken over by Tinkerbell. So this is going to be Peter Pan-ish, but mostly Tinkerbell-ish. Let's take a look and see if our book is dry. Dry. Okay. Of this because we're not gluing on what could possibly be some wet paint. All right. So let's get the bony folder out. Bony folder. Okay. Bone. So then we finished up there, and Amy had on her pumpkin spice t-shirt, and the lady at the store was like, ooh, pumpkin spice, which started Amy off, and she needed pumpkin spice. Now, I've learned a lot of things about living with women in my lifetime, and here's one thing I've learned. Once they say the words, now I'm going to be thinking about that all week. That is passive aggressive girl talk for take me to go get it. So we went. I immediately got on the phone and went, nearest Starbucks to me. And I can't stand the smell of coffee. It actually makes me nauseous. But for Amy, I'll go and get her some coffee. She dreams about that pumpkin spice latte all year. All right, I don't like that. We're going to move it over just a little bit. Now, normally I would use, I have a little iron, little hand iron, and normally I would use that, but I don't want to dig it out right now. All right, so now I have my creases, and I'm going to cut my things. So what I do is I kind of cut up towards the corner and then kick out the other way. So I cut this weird kind of diamond shape out. And I stay about 1/8 of an inch off the actual corner. Fantastical. All right. Glue. What is what? Clarify, please. So I take her to get her pumpkin spice latte, which I like to go in a circle when I leave here. Like I left here, like here's my house, here's the pharmacy, here's the Savers, here's to pick up the printing and come home. Well, we left here, we went there, we went there, we went there. We started to go here, we detoured, but then we went all the way back over here to get a pumpkin spice latte. Which apparently doesn't have any real pumpkin in it. It doesn't have any real coffee in it. It doesn't have any spice in it.
Some sort of pumpkin spicy.
It's chemicals.
It's still gotta have some sort of spice-ish flavoring.
Oh, they are, you know those Julie Nutting dolls? Yeah. They're Julie Nutting doll stamps. Tina loves them. Loves them. Okay, big bony folder. Yeah, she like loves those things. If you've ever watched, like, she puts them on just about everything, because they're very versatile. They're cute as shit. And you can color them any way you want. She has a blast coloring them, but she loves them. And by the way, our Tina is sick. She's sick. Yeah, and she tried to use that on me too last night when she saw them. She was like, I'm sick. Seriously, you're going to 2-year-old me? All right, so top and bottom first. I'm not worried about this, like, not being all the way out because I'm going to put that other piece on it. And I'm going to turn to the side here. And if I need to, I'm going to push the fabric in, but I'm not real concerned about that on this one because I'm going to be putting book corners on this. And once you put the glue on, you got to move a little bit quick. Otherwise the glue dries on your butt. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now I'm not worried about that because I'm going to be putting the other fabric on, but let me get rid of this for a second. And we'll just get the Fabri-Tac out, the bog of eternal stench. So if you have a lot of this, just put a little fabric glue on there. Be sparing because even though it's fabric glue, if it oozes out, it's going to leave that glue mark. We don't want that. I mean, if you're doing this for yourself and you don't care, then that's fine. But if it's something that you plan on giving away or selling, you don't want. Okie dokie. So far, so good. All right, now, centerpiece. I'm going to leave a little bit on every side of this without glue. Because when I press this down, I could press the glue out. Again, we don't want to glob glue. So I'm going to kind of give myself a barrier here. And then I'm going to put the glue in to the center. Book.
Honey,
Yeah, my love.
I borrow your attention for maybe 30 to 45 seconds.
Yeah, what?
You wouldn't happen to have like a booger-sized amount of E6000, would you? I apologize. I see you're in the middle of gluing.
Actually, I don't have any E6000. I have some Gorilla Glue.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
I will get that back to you. Yeah. Bamboo things lit.
Oh, well, that sucketh.
I'm just trying to make it so that the stream don't come out of it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, the Grand's got her sick. She doesn't have an official diagnosis, but based on symptoms, her doctor's pretty sure. Okay, get the lid on this before it dries. Let's get this pressed. All right. I need a little bit of glue in here. Yep, there we go. Up, standing up. Clamps. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna give that 10 minutes. I'm gonna go clean this brush, and I'm going to prevent myself from gluing my lid on again. There we go. Okie dokie. All right, so done with that. Put that away. Get that put away. This put away. This. Keep those out. Put that away. We're done with that. Yes, I know I am neurotic, but everything just has to be. If it's all over the place, then I run out of room, and then I get nervous. I don't have room. Okay. So done with all of that. We're just going to set those off to the side. Hey, I've been looking for you for like a whole week. Get in the pocket where you belong. Greenish bananas. All right. So we can pick some trims for this. We can. All right. So obviously we're going to want some lace for the inside. So let's get out the wide lace. Let's see. New. All right. So we have a wide lace. And I kind of like the idea of rickrack on this one. So get out the rickrack. Okay, so we have the rickrack. Ooh. And TINK she has this like little blue tie in her hair. So maybe some blue. I don't know. Let's take a look. Okay. Purple. We're just going to look at a couple of colors. Yeah. Feel it out. See what we like. That's going to be a no. Okay. I got light blue. We do have yellow, so we could like match her hair. All right, let's take a look. All right, so we obviously don't want to do the dingle balls in black. So we'll get rid of that. Okay, here we go. All right, we don't have enough of the light blue, so that's it. That's a no. What we do have enough of is these three. Okay, so we've got the dark purple, which is like the lettering on the front and the shadow. We have the blue, which is like the tie in her hair, or the purple that just kind of matches. I hate when I buy markers and they're chisel tips. I hate that. All right. So we need to make a decision. This is the part that drives me crazy. See, I don't have the dark blue. All I have is the teal and the dark purple. Is that the one you mean, Arlene? The dark purple? Let's open the cover up and let's put it on there and see what it looks like. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so this is the dark purple, which I'm pretty sure we have enough to go all the way around. Yeah, this should be enough. We'll just rough it out real quick. Yep. Okay, so we have the dark purple. You know what, Arlene? I think you're right. I think it's the dark purple. 100%. Okay. See, that was easy. All right, let's put away the rickrack. And I'm going to get the other thing out here real quick. Hold on. Hi, guys. How you doing? Nice to see you. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, rickrack in. Nope. Nope. No. Let's get this one. Take a look in here. Ah. Hmm.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. Cooking with gas. Let's see what we got going. All righty. So let's get this done. That is 7 7/8. Okay. All right, so that should fit in there.
Sorry.
And we're going to cut this. I don't know if I'm going to use this, but I want to see what it looks like when it's laid properly. And now I sit and stare at it. Hmm. I don't know. Like, I don't like just the white lace. I kind of like this. And when you put the signatures in, then it'll be kind of like a little hidden secret, which I think is kind of cool. Thank you, Mary. All right. Let's do this. Oh. Fabric-Tac. Got to have all the right glues for all the right jobs. And for this one, stitch. Something I love about Rick Rack is it turns that corner so nice. You know, with ribbon, because it's like very straight, you have to like create that little turn. So you have to fold it a little bit. Whereas with Rick Rack, it just has that natural bend in it already. So it does turn the corner nicely. Love that. All right. And you can see I'm going just a little bit at a time here because I want to make sure that I stay pretty close to that edge and that I don't put a lot of excess glue on here. Look at how perfect that is. Okay. I don't think that there's really a difference other than the brand. To be honest with you, I think it's the same manufacturer, Arlene. I really do. I think it's like eyeglasses. You know, they're all made in one place, and everybody else just slaps their names on them. Okay. Now, once this dries, I can kind of get rid of any of these little strings and stuff that are on here, because there's a couple. But I will be able to get rid of all of that. So that is what my gum eraser is for. All right, so now I have that on there. I'm going to fold this back up. And I'm not going to put clamps on it this time because I do have wet glue around the edge. So all I'm going to do is just kind of put it up and kind of set it someplace where I know it'll stay that way. Like gently wedged. Not totally wedged, just gently wedged. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is adhere the centerpiece, and then we can get poke some holes. You know, I've never really been a huge fan of Rick Rack, but there are a couple of things that you can do with Rick Rack that are kind of cute. Again, putting it on a book like this, it's perfect for it because it bends so nicely. When I use ribbon, I have to when I come to that corner, I got a piece of ribbon right here. When I come to that corner and I'm using regular ribbon like this, I have to fold the ribbon, and then I have to glue in here as well so that I can get to that corner. Whereas because this doesn't bend, but Rick Rack does, and that's so why I like to use it on the book like that. All right, let's see where we're at. Okie dokie. All right, so we're quasi dry. Get my gum eraser here. All right, muy better. Now, I'm going to put Fabri-Tac on this. Now I'm being mindful of where I'm going to be stitching. And I don't need a lot of Fabri-Tac here. The idea is just to kind of tack it down. Ha 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 ha. Goose knot. Okay. So I'm using a very tiny amount of tack on this, and it's just basically to hold this in place because I'm going to let the stitching really hold it. Okay. All right. So that's in there. Looking good. All right. So I'm going to let everything dry. Off to the side you go. Oh, well, I guess we could do this. Let's do some book corners.
Really? Okay. Out you go then. Ginger, you too. Come on. Keep going.
Bye, Mary. All right. Book corner. Yep, I like it. Okay, book corner.
Oh, excuse me.
All righty. One more. This one and then the last one. So somebody asked me, so I'm going to point this out. When I buy my book corners, I always make sure that they have this little point, this little like divot right here, because what that is like a little piece of the metal that's popped inside that grabs onto the fabric. And that is like the most important part when I'm putting this on, to make sure that that part is like pressed in, because that's what holds it on. And I use a nice flat plier to make sure that I really get that pressed. So my blade here is very flat. Okay. Okay, she's perfect, right? Okay. So we're going to let everything dry, and then we'll pop some holes and put the signatures in, which we'll do on Sunday. Arlene says, better out than in. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry. And then we'll put signatures. We'll get the holes popped and put the signatures in. On Sunday. This is Friday, right? Tomorrow's Saturday. Hubbard is off work. I have a project to do tomorrow. I have a shelf that has taken on a life of its own. And tomorrow I'm going to strip it bare, and I'm going to go through everything that's on it. It's kind of like that shelf in my corner where I just like, oh, what am I going to do with this? Shove it on the shelf. Shove it on the shelf. Shove it on the shelf. So the shelf is horrendous now. So I'm going to be working on that shelf tomorrow. And kind of moving a few things around to make things a little bit more. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I will see you guys, 10-ish. I'm not going to commit to a time, 10-ish. And we will get the signatures put in here, and we'll get ink on some of our ephemera, and we'll get started putting some pockets and stuff in. Hopefully the paper will be here by then, and we can get started. So that's our book so far, guys. All right. If you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that red button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, and share me with all your friends. Then your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. Before you know it, we have a giant crafting community. Until I see you again, which will be Sunday. If you got things to do on Sunday, that's cool. I'll also be here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at about 10-ish. So until I see you again, stay safe, guys. Bye-bye.